of the management and the book running lead managers, we welcome and thank all the participants present here and those who have connected, who have joined us virtually for taking out time from their busy schedule in attending the Analysts and Brokers Conference meet of the forthcoming IPO Arkade Developers Limited. Let me now take this opportunity to introduce the management who will be addressing the conference and the distinguished lead manager who have joined the management today in the meet. From the management, we have Mr. Amit Jain, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Arpit Jain, Whole-Time Director, Mr. Shamshed Shetty, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Ruben Cheda, General Manager, Marketing and CRM. From the lead managers, we have Mr. Rinkesh Saraya, Manager, Unistone Capital Private Limited. Sorry for the interpretation. I would now request management of Arkade to kindly take us through the journey of the company and initiate the proceedings, sir. Thank you. So you can start.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Arkade Developers Limited welcomes all the participants for this investor meet and presentation. I will be, me and Samshet along will be sharing the in brief about the journey of Arkade so far and key financials for last 3 financial years. If I have to start with the presentation in terms of, we have already developed about 4.5 million square foot of residential and commercial properties in and around Mumbai, that is predominantly an MMR region. Currently, we have about 1.87 million square foot under construction, and 1.83 million square foot is in upcoming projects. The track record of company is enviable in terms of the timely completion of project. Our simple approach towards getting regular FSI projects in good localities, take project, approve them on timely basis, and complete with OC before the committed time of possession. This is, in short, what the Arkade is all about and what we live for and what we work for. We have launched about close to 1,220 units since 2017 till 2024, and we have sold about 1,045 units out of this units launch. So which also denotes that we start the project in time. We also start selling the units among those started projects and try to complete the sale as close to the completion or OC. And as a developer, whichever micro market we focus in, we try to be in the top 10 developers in that micro market, and that is also verified by industry report that be it Borivali, Goregaon, Santa Cruz, or whichever micro market we have projects, we are in that top 10 micro markets during those phase of our project. Current ongoing projects, as listed, we have 6 ongoing projects, of which the first one, Arkade Crown, we received OC in June 24, and all other 5 projects are at various stages of completion. Out of this 6 project, total turnover is about 23,490 million rupees, of which 6,220 million rupees is already accounted for or taken into the our financial reports, and balance 17,270 million rupees is the value of the unsold inventory in these 6 projects. And the further to this, we have the upcoming projects, which are also 6 in numbers, of which 5 projects are of redevelopment nature and 1 is of greenfield project. Out of these 6 upcoming projects, again they are acquired and they are at various stages of approval, and out of which we have a total top line of about 23,750 million rupees. So when put together, unsold inventory and upcoming projects unsold value, it is about 40,000 million rupees, which is the value of unsold units, which will be constructed and completed in next 3 to 4 years of timeline. This slide denotes the nature of our inventory in terms of greenfield projects and redevelopment projects. Across last financial year, we have close to 66% units which are of greenfield in nature, and 34% of them are in redevelopment nature. I would request Samset to continue with financial summary.
Good evening, everyone. So I'll take you through the financial summary of our company. So revenue from operations has increased from about 2,200 crores in 22 to 6,300 crores in 24. Our millions, sorry, it's millions. So, and PAT has increased from 508 millions to 1228 millions in 24. If you see our net worth has increased from about 1,400 million in 22 to 2,300 million in 24. If the borrowings, you can see borrowings has largely in the same range. 22 it was 644, and again in 24 also it is 694 millions. So it is at the same level even after increasing the revenue at a faster pace. EBITDA margin is 27% as of March 24. PAT margin is 19%. ROE is 47% and ROC is 47%. Our debt equity ratio over last 3 years is below 1%, and as of March 24 it is 0.21. As of today, our external debt is 0, so we are debt free as far as external debt is concerned. So these are the operational KPIs. So first line talks about the growth in construction area. The construction area what we have built in FY22 is 136,000 square feet, and FY24 we have built 732,000 square feet. Number of units sold has increased from 87 units in 22 to 269 units in 24. The carpet area sold has increased from 54,000 square feet to 217,000 square feet. The collection, you can see that in 22 we had collected 1,700 million, and in 24 we have collected 5,800 millions. The aggregate value of pre-sale is 1,400 million in 22, which is in March 24 it is 6,100 million. So last request Ruben sir to take it forward.
This is the journey denoting the slow and steady process of our development since 2005. So first land parcel acquired at IC Colony, Borivali West in 2005. The first redevelopment project was at Vinith Society, Kandivali West. 2008, we commenced the redevelopment in Ville Parle Market with Mahant Cooperative Housing Society. 2013, we completed first project in South Mumbai at for project name is Arkade Fortuna at Forget Street. 2018, we completed the project Arkade Art in Mira Road. 2020, in the COVID era, in the month of February, we completed project Arkade Rise at Carmichael or Altamount Road, Tony, South Bombay locality. 2021 onwards, we started acquiring land parcels across MMR region, mainly into western suburbs and central suburbs. The first acquisition of about 2,091 square meter at Marol, Andheri from a multinational pharmaceutical company. We acquired land of about 5,900 square meter at IB Patel Road, Goregaon East. In 2022, we completed development of our flagship project Arkade Earth, close to about 692 units at Kanjur Marg East. Comments and redevelopment of Vivek Cooperative Housing Society, project named as Arkade Aura, and completed development of project Arkade Darshan at Hanuman Road, Ville Parle East. And in 2023, we acquired 2 large land parcels outright out of our accruals, which is at Mulund, about 8,300 square meter from a listed Bajaj Group company, and 11,967 square meter plot at Bhandup West, close to LBS. In 2023, we have received pre-certified platinum green rating by IGBC for our 2 projects, Arkade Crown and Arkade Aspire, and we have awarded Real Estate Icons by Midday in 2018 for our project Arkade Earth. In our management team, we have on dais with us Mr. Amit Mangilal Jain, promoter and chairman and managing director. Amit Jain sir has a degree in science from Mumbai University. He is involved in formulation of corporate strategy and implementation of these planning and overall execution at Arkade Developers. He also looks after the public relation and brand image for the company. He is also ably supported by Sri Arpit Vikram Jain, commerce graduate from Mumbai University and final CA passed out. Arpit Jain sir looks after the sales, marketing, CRM, accounts, finance, and admin departments at Arkade Developers. Along with that, we have a team of non-executive director in name of Mrs. Ketu Amit Jain. She looks after and works for the marketing strategies for Arkade Developers. And we have 3 independent directors who are well qualified with rich industry experience in the name of Ms. Neha Huddar. Again, she is a commerce graduate and a qualified passed out chartered accountant and also registered with Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. She has a very rich experience in the various industries, including at a finance function at Reliance Industries, and she is on our board. Another technical honcho and knowledgeable person, Mr. Hiren Tanna, who is a civil engineer by degree, and he specializes in structural designing of RCC structures in the real estate fraternity in and around Mumbai. We have also on board Mr. Abhishek Dev, a renowned name in the financial services market, a CEO and co-founder of a new age wealth management firm, which has a pan-India presence, and he has rich experience across multinational financial services institutions like HSBC, American Express Bank, and Pramerica Mutual Funds.
So now I'll take you through the detailed financial statements for last 4 years. So you'll find that in 2021, we were having a turnover of around 1,000 million, which has increased to 6,300 million in 2024. The other income is from the mutual fund investments and the interest from bank FDs. And the cost of construction is again increased due to the increase in number of projects from 585 million to 4,000 million in 2024. You will see the finance cost, which is minuscule. It is on account of the low leverage what we have. Our debt is very negligible. So that's why you'll find that the finance cost is very low. Again, the depreciation and amortization, we are working on the asset light model. So there is a negligible depreciation on our books. And our PAT has increased from 217 million in 2021 to 1,228 million in 2024. Now to talk about our balance sheet, you'll find that the property, the fixed assets is very low, which is again 3 million in 21 to it has increased to 118 million as of 24. You'll find the inventory is an increase from 2,000 million to 4,800 million in 24, which is again the increase with the increase in the number of projects. Trade receivables has reduced. Even though our business has increased, the trade receivable, you'll find that that has been reduced from 126 million to 80 million in 24. So we are very fast in collecting the receivables from the customers. Our equity capital or the net worth has increased from 1,000 million in 21 to 3,200 million in 24. You'll find that our long-term borrowings was consistently low, and long-term borrowings of 290 millions as of March 24 has been repaid by as on today. As on today, we don't have any debt on the books. This 290 millions has been repaid. Then there are short-term borrowings. Short-term borrowings are from the promoter, which is again 403 million. Then trade payables has increased from 222 million in 21 to 382 million. That is again commensurate with the increase in number of projects and the business. So this is a snapshot of financial year 24. So you'll find that our revenue from operations is 6,347 million. Our EBITDA is 1694 million, and PAT is 1228 million. The ROC is 47.34%, ROE is 46%, and debt to equity as on March 24 is 0.21. Over last 4 years, from 21 to 24, our revenue has grown at CAGR of 80%. EBITDA has grown at the CAGR of 77%, and PAT has grown at CAGR of 78%. Now I'll request Unistone representative, Mr. Rinkesh, to take it forward about the investor rationale.
Thank you, Samshit. Good evening, everyone. So, to summarize all the presentation item, why Arkade? So, if we see, they have a debt to equity ratio of below 1, which is hardly found in any real estate company, probably in India. So that shows the firm's company's commitment to put own funds to develop new project and grow organically as compared to inorganically via taking debt. And so that is point number one. Another is track record of finishing projects before time. So through last 4 decades of Arcade's history, they have been with RERA or without RERA, they have been finishing projects before time, because they understand that those who purchase the property, so they need to be delivered. So this shows their ethics, and this has been proven with industry report which we have commissioned from NROC. Experienced promoter and strong management team, Mr. Amit Mangilal Jain, he has through his father, they have decades of experience in executing real estate projects, and they have delivered 4 million plus square feet till now. And another development is also ongoing. Consistent financial performance, as we saw in the earlier side, that in the last 4 years, company's revenue from operation has grown at a CAGR of 80%, which is kind of a benchmark, very rare to achieve. So that again shows Arcade's commitment to growth. Scalable business model. So Mumbai, when we say about Mumbai, we have lot of redevelopment opportunity in the Mumbai area, and nearby Mumbai area like Thane, where they have already signed couple of greenfield projects. So that shows like how much business is scalable. MMR focused player, they are focused in a very niche segment, that is MMR focused players, and going forward they might also go focus on other areas. End-to-end project management capabilities. So again, at Arkade they have end-to-end project management capabilities, which includes design, engineering, legal. So this is one of the reason why they are able to complete their projects, all the projects on time, because they don't have to rely on outside third party to get things done. So this shows like overall bouquet from a Arkade and company point of view. Now I would like to get through the issue program. So, company, it is the total issue size is 430 crores, out of which we have already raised around 20 crores in pre-IPO, and it is entirely a fresh issue, and there is no offer for sale. So, object of the issue is to fund their cost related to ongoing projects as well as upcoming projects, and to purchase land in the greenfield for a greenfield project and general corporate purpose. The issue is scheduled to be opened on 16 September and closes on 19 September. And for Anchor, it is opening on 13th September. The company is scheduled to get listed on by 24th September. And the price band is 121 to 128 rupees per equity share. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the detailed presentation. We now open up the session, the Q&A session, sir. Yes, Namit, sir. Please go ahead with the question. Before you ask the question, sir, let me announce participants who have joined us virtually can share their questions by using the Q&A panel. Yes, sir.
Sure. Thank you, Shekhar. So my question is to Amit ji. Within MMR, there are various opportunities that you have. One is obviously redevelopment. Secondly, you've done some interesting land purchase from a company, etc. So if you could talk us through, when you look at different types of opportunities, what are some of the criteria that you use in terms of selecting what opportunities to pursue, given that there is a large number of opportunities? Thanks.
So, yeah. So the criteria to select the land parcel. So the primary criteria is the location, the pricing within that micro market. We normally look at the premium segment, but not over premium, as in not, say if I have to compare with the current Bombay, not South Bombay, the suburban side, wherein we have a broader audience base of clientele. So one is the location, second is the price parity in that area, and the third is the size of the land parcel, good enough to fit in luxury amenities broadly, and the title due diligence part. So you just mentioned some of the land transactions that we've done recently. So those are from company titles. Those are which is supposed to be relatively clear land parcels.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Historical title companies are.
Got it. And I had one more question. Within redevelopment also, suddenly the market has opened up and we see a lot of large developers also pursuing redevelopment. They were probably not open to it a few years ago. So maybe competition has also gone up. So within redevelopment, what is your strategy in terms of, again, criteria, location, etc.?
So redevelopment, we prefer doing it in western suburbs because the market is much more mature. In eastern suburbs, it is still possible to get land parcels vis-a-vis western suburbs. So we don't prefer redevelopment currently in eastern suburbs. We prefer land parcels. And as you just mentioned, bigger players have started doing it now. We've started this 15 years back. Like we've already completed 11 redevelopment projects of society and equivalent number in process. So western suburbs is what we look at, and again matured market of Malad, Goregaon, Kandivali, Borivali, and the location and the size stays the same. Yeah. 1 acre plus is the land parcel size, and location we prefer mature locations, avoid slums and those kind of.
Got it. Thank you for your detailed answers and all the best to the entire team. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. I saw it's a very good presentation, sir.
Thank
And
you.
I saw the location is a present ongoing project. It is a wonderful location where is a
All our
already
locations
demand is
are-
created.
All our locations are like
Yeah.
we've
So,
done project at Carmichael Road in South Bombay. So we have Mr. Ambani staying on one side, Mr. Birla staying on second side. We are in between both. Where to have an address, the board in itself is a prestige issue. And the construction has to be with lot of safety and precision. You cannot have anything, even if a pebble falls down, your work will go for a toss. We've completed the project in timeline, and in spite of COVID, we did not take any extension that was permissible by RERA.
Okay.
So
So,
that location, and likewise in all our projects, you'll find our locations are premium.
yeah. So I have two questions. What is your present ongoing project? I saw all our redevelopment ongoing project. What is the present
No,
GDV?
we have, it's a mix of redevelopment and new
Okay,
projects.
okay, that's great. So what is a total ongoing project GDV? And if you give the bifurcation like GDV to EBITDA margin, how much, what is the ratio it is convert GDV to EBITDA? And if you give the bifurcation free greenfield and redevelopment project, it will be,
So I don't know much about GDP and all, but the sales was 2024, the sales revenue was 66% from new projects
okay,
and 34% from redevelopment projects.
okay.
And the other part, some state will reply here.
So what is the ongoing project GDV value? So we'll come to know.
We
Yeah.
have 6 ongoing projects. Out of that, 3 are new developments and 3 are redevelopment projects. So in total, we have projected turnover for these projects is 23,490 millions.
Okay.
Out of that, 6,220 millions we have already recognized the income till March 24.
Okay.
So balance recognition of 17,270 millions of revenue will be recognized over next 2-3 years. That is for ongoing projects.
Oh, so EBITDA conversion, if you can.
EBITDA it will be in the range of 27 to 30%.
Okay, that's only we want.
Yeah.
So it is a redevelopment project and free greenfield.
Ongoing projects is mix. It's an equal mix.
Okay,
50
so so you are giving the blended one.
blended one.
Okay, okay. And I want to know who are the, like you are in the micro developer segment. Who are the peers, if you can consider in the micro segment? Who are the top 2 players? If you consider you are the top 1, who are the top 2?
Project-wise, location basis, it keeps on changing in all micro market. In micro market, like redevelopment players, Malad ka alag hai, Borivali ka alag hai. There is like Borivali wala player Malad mein nahi hai. I don't know. Like if I can-
No, I mean to the size, the current size you are handling. So we'll come to know the
western suburbs we have Kolte Patil. Eastern suburbs you have all the names available. You have Oberoi in Mulund. We are at Mulund and Mandup. So you have Oberoi in Mulund. You have Piramal in Mulund. You have L&T in Mulund. All the big players are there in eastern suburbs. Western suburbs, barring Goregaon, where you have Oberoi, then all the other players are based on market to market.
is there Sumit one the
Kolte
if you can-
Patil is there in Goregaon.
Okay.
Borivali, K. Mehta is there in Borivali. Vile
The listed one. I'm talking about the listed.
Kolte Patil is there.
The
Sumit is listed
In
Sumit.
Borivali, they were project.
in Borivali.
They are also in real estate redevelopment. projects.
Redevelopment. Parla, we have Sumit. in
Parla, we have one project of Sumit. More prominent is Atharva in Parla, but again not listed.
Not listed. Okay.
Redevelopment players are based on like micro market presence.
Yeah.
Land players are very few.
Okay. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
So till we get, shall we get question?
Yeah, sir. Thanks for the opportunity and good evening. So one question regarding the sales velocity. So typically when you, for example, launch a project, how does it generally go? So at the time of launch, do you sell a larger part or during the construction phase? And second question on generally the area share in case of redevelopment. What typically, on an average or a ballpark figure in that sense?
What about
How much share do we generally give out to the
ratio? You
yeah
mean?
ratio? Yes. Thank you.
That one. Yeah. So sales at the start of the project, we look at around 20% to be sold upon start of the project, and then ongoing the sale is always wishfully matched with the progress of the project, and by the completion or the OC, we do not intend to hold lot many revenue. Say 10% inventory can be expected to be sold after OC. But normally we see to it that it is hand in hand with the construction progress so as to take care of the inflation in construction cost A and to keep us motivated, you know, कि माल बाकी है तो काम करते रहो अच्छा रेट आएगा एक बार बिक गया तो वो मोटिवेशन चला जाता है. And second, on an average, there is no, it will vary from project to project, but on an average, it can be, yeah, 1:1, say, yeah.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity. So, in the future also, do we plan to stay debt free? Because now we'll be executing a lot of projects together. We have 6 ongoing and 6 upcoming. So, what is the plan for taking up debt in future?
As of now, we don't see any visibility to take debts. We already are raising funds through this IPO, which will give us a good leverage to buy new projects further going ahead for 3 years at least. I don't know, somehow, if I go to look back, debt has done more damage to real estate than built players. There have been more people, more players who have lost money, people and NBFCs both, than people who have made money in real estate. I cannot name them, but we all of us know there are NBFCs that have been wiped off. NBFCs, if I have to name Piramal, India REIT, DHFL, Yes Bank, all have lent to real estate players and they have lost money, and developers who are been wiped off. मतलब debt क्यों चाहिए अपना पैसा? We are making, if we are making 100, 200 crore rupee a year, it's a healthy growth organically. Oberoi is very averse to debt. You don't see debt stories with Oberoi, and they have a 50,000 crore market cap.
So, sir, you mentioned as on date we are completely debt free. So that even the promoter debt has been repaid?
No, promoter debt is there. So that's risk free. Okay. So that is our skin in the game, in fact, I would say.
Okay. And so we have a 4,000 crore breakup between the ongoing projects and upcoming projects. So what is the breakup between redevelopment projects and own land parcel projects, and how does the margin vary between the two segments?
So margins are thicker in new projects. Redevelopment is a thin margin game because the competition is more. So the entry barrier is less because it's a low capital ball game. Redevelopment, it just starts with an offer of giving an extra area to the society, zero money. Not even a letterhead, just the mail of the offer. Whereas land is capital intensive, so the competition is less. You have fewer players bidding for 100, 200 crore land parcel. 2-4 micro market में एक land के लिए रहते, which for the redevelopment is 20-30 offers minimum. So the margins go down because the demand is more, aspirational developers. So the society goes as per the offer and the margins are reduced. New projects margins are much better, but then the capital is required for that.
So to answer your second question, which is
4,000
basically
crore.
4,000 crore. Yeah, so if we consider both the things, I mean ongoing projects as well as upcoming projects, it is 50-50%. The revenue will be 50-50%. Even though you will say the number of projects, greenfield projects or the ongoing new projects are less, but they have a potential to have a much larger sale.
Two reasons: the land parcels are bigger of new projects, and in new projects the absolute total consideration is towards the developer, whereas in redevelopment, say 50% of the goods is of the member, we have to sell only 50%. So what I mean is, like, one new project may have a revenue of equivalent to 4 redevelopment projects. Yeah.
So this
So our
4,000
projects in eastern suburb are having a top line of 700-800 crore, which in case of redevelopment may be 200-300 crore average as of what we have in hand.
So this 4,000 crore revenue potential is our own share. There is no.
No, it
There's
is our
no,
own share.
That's our own share, right?
Their share to we can't that is our receivable.
And the land parcels that we have, they are all fully paid up. As on
Fully
There's
paid
no.
up without that own funding and no charge, fully paid up.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, can you share your average plot size for the redevelopment project and the approximate margins for redevelopment because of intensive competition, particularly in Bombay? And the third is, what is the time cycle? Like for owns greenfield project, time cycle is much more light from land acquisition to completion. And here basically it is approval from the authorities for the height and municipality. And then the RERA of course says 3 years. So what's the time cycle and working capital involved? And at what stage we start selling the flats to our customers for our own portion?
So, the time cycle will vary on basis project size. If it's a standalone building, it will be faster. But if it's a layout, it will take more time. But on an average, say a standalone building can take 2 years after start of the work, and a layout can be completed in the range of 3 to 4 years after start of the work. And
Yeah, average size, because there are everybody has a
average size,
minimum
so
criteria.
Currently, going now onwards, we are not taking our entry level is an acre plus, and average of the projects which are in and maybe 1.5 acre. Like
Acha.
say for example, Mulund is 2 acre, Bandup is 3 acre. So average of those two is 2.5. But पहले के थोड़े छोटे होंगे तो 1.5 I assume would be the average size of all the projects in hand.
And the EBITDA margins?
Margins right now, like what we have is 30%.
For redevelopment?
Yeah. No.
No, my question is on redevelopment. Because
On
there is intensive
redevelopment भी
competition.
पहले जो projects लिए थे हमने, जो अभी complete हुए, so we've completed 2 redevelopment projects this year, which were acquired say 3 to 4 years back. जिसके बाद तभी competition कम था redevelopment, the margins were higher, rates बहुत बड़े, so we made good money on redevelopments that we are completing today. I think in one of the projects we are making 30-40% margins also in redevelopment. But going forward, the visibility is around 10% for redevelopment.
Okay. Second vital question. We see so much supply coming, Bombay, so many towers coming, it's sometimes we feel frightening. So what you feel actually, how strongly you feel the market is, it can absorb the supply? Can we see price growth, or do we expect a price crash? Because we have seen a very bite cycle earlier 10 years, last 4-5 years is really booming. And it is good for the real estate sector. Hopefully the cycle continues, but your thoughts will be very useful.
So analytically, we've always kept on reading, कि बहुत supply आ रहा है randomly. मतलब that is basis speculative, and to support those things, वो लोग कुछ figures भी डाल देते. But practically, in the long run, real estate has seen growth and growth only. The supply is coming because there is an intrinsic demand. Everyone sitting out here may have an aspiration कि कभी तो घर लेना है, या तो बड़ा लेना है, या कोई अप मार्केट एरिया में जाना है, बैंड्रा जाना है, या जो भी घाटकों पर जाना है. सबका एक एस्पिरेशन है, इसलिए ये प्रोजेक्ट्स बन रहे हैं. और करेक्शन आए विशफुली तो मैं भी चाहता हूँ, एज अ लॉ ऑफ नेचर करेक्शन आए तो पैरिटी बैठी. ये सब जो एस्पिरेशनल डेवलपर्स है, जो कुछ भी करके ऑफर दे रहे विदाउट हेड एंड टेल, इज स्पॉइलिंग मार्केट. सो करेक्शन इज हेल्दी. इन फैक्ट इट विल सेपरेट players, healthy players and fly-by-night players में difference भी पता चलेगा. So as a law of business nature, cyclical corrections आएंगे, but Bombay has lot of growth in spite of so much of supply. आप कोई भी बिल्डिंग में, मतलब वो पेपर में लिखना अलग है, कोई भी रिपोर्ट में बिजनेस रिपोर्ट ये इतना सप्लाई आ रहा है, बट आप जाओ बिल्डिंग अगर ओसी है तो बिल्डर के पास फ्लैट कहाँ पड़े ओसी के साथ. ओसी वाला इन्वेंट्री इज व्हाट इज एक्चुअल इन्वेंट्री. बाकी अप्रूवल हो गया है, बनेगा, दैट इज नॉट इन्वेंट्री. ओसी वाला प्रोडक्ट कितना दिखेगा आपको, चला ही जाता है.
Well, thanks and all the best. Good to see our low debt model or zero debt model.
इट इज रेयर.
Yes.
Thank you, Manoj.
So, Amit ji, एक सवाल पूछना था. आप जो ये रीडेवलपमेंट करते हो उसके अंदर में जो सोसाइटी में जो लोग रहते हैं, व्हाट इज़ योर मॉडल? आप उनको रीलोकेट करते हो, उनको भाड़ा देते हो, या उनको बोलते हो कि भाई मैं इतने साल के बाद आपको प्रोजेक्ट दूंगा तब आप वापस आना?
Redevelopment is basically with a compensation towards temporary displacement charge, which is called rent, but for taxation purpose it comes as compensation for temporary displacement charge. वही देते on a year on year basis देते, and the development agreement has the conditions like this is the tenure that we get, say 3 years मिलता है, 6 महीना grace period, after which there is a penalty clause, and the rent also has normally has an escalation clause of 10% year on year basis.
तो आपके पास में कुछ अकोमोडेशन भी अवेलेबल रहता है?
नहीं, that is not our onus. That the members, the society, they identify.
एंड आपका एक्सपीरियंस क्या है कि जो टाइम मिलता है उसमें आपने बिल्डिंग तैयार करी है या लेट होता है?
उससे much
faster.
हमने की. We've completed a project last year in 19 months in Malad, Sundarnagar. Redevelopment. We've completed one project in Borivali. We got OC 2 months back in 25 months. And all these are with 200 plus flats. Anyone staying out here may be aware of these projects.
And this is what, 36 months you are given?
We are given 36 plus 6 months for as a grace period.
Okay.
Money saved is money earned. So rental save हो गया, पैसे का fast turnaround हो गया, वही तो model है.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Fine, Anand.
So we have done a pre-IPO placement, right? So who has this been done to? And also there is some 15% public shareholding in the company. So have we diluted anything to some private equity? Like how are they public shareholders?
So part 1 to the pre-IPO thing, this is close people who are friends and families and people around who've been telling ki IPO aayega to they are not certain of getting placement in via the application route because of oversubscription. So friends and family, and the rates are within the price band again. So it's just the certainty that is there in pre-IPO route, 20 crore. And the second question is 15% is, it is not public, it is again a family arrangement only.
And our accounting policy is percentage completion?
Percentage completion.
So you mentioned that it's getting competitive to bid for redevelopment projects. So could you give us some kind of, how is your BD process going on? So we already have 12 projects, but how do you see the pipeline? Are we going to be slow on bidding for new projects, wait till the market cools down?
So we are not slow, but the time to convert a redevelopment project is going up because the offers have gone up and the society is taking more time. In all honesty, they are becoming greedier. This scheme, cluster scheme, more FSI. So it is becoming difficult to close a redevelopment thing, but we are able to manage because of our delivery. Both the projects that I mentioned, Malad and Borivali, are redevelopment projects. So one redevelopment project gets you 100 reference, 100 members hai, so it gets you 100 ke chacha, mama, friend ye, and the vicinity mein wo uska, it is like it spreads. So that helps us. Our delivery is our biggest marketing, both in terms of timelines as well as quality.
So do you have
that helps us and we are able to see it through.
So do you have an internal target to add a certain amount of GDV every year in terms of
we are
pipeline?
Doing good. We don't work on target basis. We set a target to deliver and complete the project, and then it gets us project on its own. And we are trying to get more of land parcels, So redevelopment, because of thin margins, because of whatever more of competitive nature, we wish we get more of land parcels, and for that we are extending our preferences to newer markets. Say we are going to Thane, we are studying Thane markets, which is a huge market, and again very matured market. So that is where we are moving to next.
And
So,
we earmark some,
So Anand
just,
sir, Namit has.
yeah. So अमित जी एक क्वेश्चन था आपका ब्रांड और क्रेडिबिलिटी एंड रेपुटेशन डिपेंड्स ऑब्वियसली अ लॉट कंस्ट्रक्शन क्वालिटी पे तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए कि कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए आप पार्टनर्स आउटसोर्स करते हैं इन हाउस करते हैं और थोड़ा आर्किटेक्चर डिज़ाइन लेआउट फिलोसफी उसमें आप स्पेशलिस्ट पार्टनर्स हैं थोड़ा टीम के बारे में
So
बताइए
5,000 units completed or handed over close to. So if I have to certify, we don't have one project which is without OC.
Right.
We do not have one project which is stuck. लोगों के प्रोजेक्ट अटकते हैं हम देखते हैं मतलब सभी एरिया की ये अटक गया 5,000 प्रोजेक्ट बनाए तो 50 एन एवरेज से 100 बिल्डिंग्स कंप्लीट की है 28 प्रोजेक्ट में बट एक प्रोजेक्ट में मल्टीपल बिल्डिंग्स तो 100 में से एक भी अटका हुआ नहीं है एक भी विदाउट ओसी नहीं है नो एक्टिव रेरा कंप्लेन so that in itself is a certification about the quality and delivery.
राइट एंड टू अचीव दिस मैं ये जानना चाह रहा था कि आप कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए इन हाउस करते हैं पार्टनर्स हैं वो
So we have monitoring teams that are in-house. Otherwise, contracting is outsourced. It is always outsourced.
ओके थैंक यू
This side.
So
Yeah.
Anand sir, just 1 minute. Okay,
Sir.
I have a question.
Yeah,
So
hello.
we'll be taking Anand sir. We'll be taking. We'll be having look into people who have got a question and they have not asked the question. So.
Yeah,
Yes.
good afternoon.
This side.
Yeah, so Rohit here. Yeah, my question is, what is the construction cost per square feet in your projects, like in a broad range?
So it's in the range of 3,500 to 4,000 with GST.
Okay, and for the high-end apartments, like
For high rises, I would say it would go to around 4,000 to 4,500.
for the designer apartments?
Yeah.
And with your current land bank and with
in
your
the designer apartments, this cost excludes the finishes. In the high-end apartments, we give raw flats. So even for the raw flats, the cost is this. So this is without the interiors.
the warm shell.
Warm.
And and in the current land bank and your ongoing projects, it will sustain your for how many years? Next 3 to 4 years?
Yeah, 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever 4,000 crore in 3 to 4 years.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. Ashok.
Sir, anything on the rental income? Are you or office space or something like mall?
So until now, we've not generated that because we always thought we are able to make say 30 to 40% rupee on a person returns on our money. But going forward, now we are having the liberty of allocating funds for rental income. So from now onwards, we are making commercial premises in our own project, composite. In our 2 projects, we already have commercial premises, Andheri and Goregaon, which is on offer for lease to bank or any corporate that may come.
So
We've started that from recent, Andheri, Goregaon, and Mulund also, Bandup, we have planned commercial spaces.
So that will
As on date, there is no such.
that will generate a rental income also.
Rental income, and it will build asset for the company, and it will also manage appreciation over a period of time.
So anything outside the Bombay region beside Thane,
No, not besides Thane as of now.
Pune?
No, not today.
Thank you.
Tomorrow
Sir,
you have.
sir, this 30% return means 2-year project will give you 60% return on capital?
On capital, we've over the past 2 decades, we have grown at CAGR of 30%. Over past 2 decades,
So
whatever capital that we have made, 350, 400 crore from nothing, it is given as a return of 30%.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok bhai. Anand sir, you can go ahead.
It may vary going forward, but historically what we have achieved is this. But I don't assure you that.
Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
for the opportunity again. So you mentioned that you don't have any stuck projects and you don't have any projects without OC, but still in the RHP it's mentioned that there are some 10-15 statutory, regulatory, maybe actions ongoing, and there are some even criminal cases both against the company and the promoters. So could you just summarize some of the important ones, because it's quite overwhelming to go through all.
So there is one project, I would say, not even land, one project which is acquired in partnership, which is a structured deal, which is in Thane and which is in partnership with other developer, which is a joint development with the owner. That is under litigation. Keeping that aside, there is no major litigation in the company. So that litigation is in a partnership firm, not this parent company. The parent company is a partner in that partnership firm. But we've not considered any prospect of that project.
That's not in the GDV.
No.
Okay.
And बाकी तो आप सिग्नल क्रॉस करके भी उसको नहीं दो 200 तो वो भी प्रोसीडिंग्स में कन्वर्ट होगा, यू विल बी कॉल्ड टू द कोर्ट, तो वो टाइप के है बाकी तो सो आई विल से दोज आर लिटिगेशंस.
So Anand sir,
barring the Thane litigation,
there's nothing material.
Nothing. No. Okay. If there is, you can bring it to my notice. Offhand, I don't recall.
Okay.
Anand sir, I'll just like to interrupt. Sorry for that. We have got some few online questions. I'll just read it out, and we'll come back to you, Anand sir. So the first question is, you have maintained a debt-free kind of and ensure timely delivery. So how you have managed the entire thing post you got operational? It's a very lengthy period to sustain that particular thing on a year-on-year basis.
So what we chose is, you never want, like, I never wanted to be a hero overnight, and I want to make sure that I am there till the end of my work tenure in a healthy and happy situation in work front. You don't want to be hero overnight and then again zero the next day. So it is go slow, go far kind of route that we chose.
And what will be the...
Something similar, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, in one of the matches in Australia, Rahul Dravid played for 100 balls and he scored 1 run after 100 or more balls. But he was there on pitch, and Rahul Dravid got us this World Cup. And there are other equally good players, but who have a different style. So ours would be similar to Rahul Dravid, consistent.
I think so. That was a wonderful example, basically. And with that, due to shortage of time, I believe we are end of the Q&A session. Anand sir, you can take your question offline. Now I would like to invite Mr. Rinkesh Saria to give the vote of thanks.
So thank you everyone for being part of this wonderful roadshow presentation, and I would again like to get you through this issue program. So basically, issue opens on 16 September and closes on 19 September, and the price band is 121 to 128 per equity share. And for Anchor, it is opening on 13 September. And the issue size is 410 crore excluding pre-IPO, and it is entirely a fresh issue. Thank you everyone.